Are you prepared for this?
Honestly, I don't know. Gerald wouldn't want this. He didn't believe in vengeance for vengeance's sake.
Indeed. You could not be more right. Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must. I could do this by force, you know. Be grateful then that I asked for your leave at all.
You're right. This has to come from me. And I accept your power. Help me win, no matter what it takes.
Ah, yes. You shall make a most worthy vessel after all. And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
Und damit willkommen zurück, Leute. Hoppla. Sind wir schon wieder in ein Story-Event reingerutscht? Na sowas. Die hauen ja richtig raus in letzter Zeit hier. Ash möchte einen Kampfplan vorschlagen nebenbei. Nö, den nehmen wir nicht. Sorry, Ash. Okay, das war's auch schon. Interessant. Ja gut, dann ist jetzt hier wirklich Byleth nicht mehr als ein Gefäß und das war's auch schon. Irgendwie ein bisschen traurig, muss ich sagen. Ich schnapp mir mal den ganzen Kram nebenbei. Jo, geht klar. Dann können wir heute wieder Supports machen, würde ich sagen. Achso, wir dürfen Moral erhöhen von 2 Leuten. Am besten wählen wir wieder welche, wo es passt. Vielleicht dann in dem Fall, Achso, Jaretz hat ja schon maximale Moral. Ungünstig, ja. Ich werde euch alle noch ein bisschen pushen. Wer hat denn jetzt überhaupt noch Supports? Ihr habt noch Supports. Aber das macht wahrscheinlich nichts, oder? Nee. Nur Moral, keine Supportpunkte. Okay. Ja, wirklich ein bisschen schade, ha? Aber ich frage mich immer noch, was es eigentlich wirklich auf sich hat damit, warum Sotis hier so anders ist im Vergleich zu Three Houses. Wahrscheinlich kommt da noch irgendwas in Erklärung. Sehen wir mal, ob das Spiel dahingehend gut liefern kann. Wir können, wie gesagt, Supports heute wieder machen. Wir haben nach wie vor sehr viel und da ich ja alle machen möchte, ja, sollten wir das einfach systematisch fortsetzen, das Ganze, würde ich sagen. Okay. Haben wir ein paar Supports mit uns? Ja, das ist auch mal in Ordnung. Dann gehe ich jetzt einfach bei mir mal ein paar Supports durch, ja. Fangen wir mit Bernie an. Das könnte vielleicht amüsant werden. Wir werden sehen. Wird bestimmt wieder so ein typischer Bernie-Support.
Oh, hi.
Bernadetta, listen. I'm sorry about what happened back there.
Oh, it wasn't your fault. I'm the one who should be apologizing.
I didn't realize things could even go that bad. I'm glad we managed to get you in front of the meanest looking guy in my company. But that didn't last long before the nerves got to you. Quickest I've ever seen someone run, let me tell you.
And then I accidentally stepped on that horse's tail, so it started going wild and totally trashed the place. It'll probably take weeks for them to clean that up. Oh, you really did it this time, Bernie.
Ach Gott, aufmuntern, necken. Ich bin fies, Leute. Ha.
Kind of a shame. It would have been way cheaper to just buy the herbs from Anna and be done with it.
Ich wusste es.
And with how much repairs ended up being, we could have even tossed in that creepy pot.
No!
That aside, though, you still want to do something about your shyness, right? I can see why this is a bigger problem than your whole staying indoors thing. Your anxieties can be quite the hurdle to overcome.
I guess you're right. At least not going outside only makes problems for me.
Either way, now we know how things turn out when we try to force the issue. Looks like we're better off taking an incremental approach.
How's that work?
Well, we can start by having you hide nearby while I talk to someone you're afraid of. Then, I don't know, if the conversation gets interesting, maybe you can come out and join in?
I'm not going to care whether it's interesting or not. It doesn't matter if they're serious or boring or the most fascinating person in the world. All I care about is that they don't scare me.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be tough to manage on its own, huh?
Well, maybe the incremental approach won't actually be as hard as we think.
Really? How do you figure?
I mean, I did used to think you were pretty terrifying. But with all this stuff we've been doing together, I've actually gotten used to you. And now I'm not really shy around you, am I?
Okay, oh, ist doch sehr positiv. Erfreut reagieren.
I'm glad to hear you say it. I'd honestly be kinda sad if you were still afraid of me after all we've been through. Sounds like getting you used to people is the way to go after all. Maybe you just have to spend a lot of time with someone before you get really comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anyway, here's hoping you and I can keep getting closer, Bernadetta.
Right.
Netter Support auf jeden Fall. Typisches Intro-Problem, ha? Aber darum dreht sich vieles in Bernie Supports. Was ist eigentlich hier? Ich hoffe, ich habe nichts verbaut. Ich glaube, es dauert einfach bei Lorenz. Na gut, okay. Ich weiß nicht, würde da sonst irgendwas anderes stehen? Wisst ihr das? Ich glaube, das hier bedeutet einfach, es dauert noch ein bisschen. No? Nicht, dass ich mir schon irgendwas verbaut habe. Ich achte da ganz penibel drauf. Wäre so bitter. Ich schon so fleißig am Farben bin.
La 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 la.
Sehr schön.
La 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 la.
How was that?
Yeah, good.
Oh nein.
Still the same reaction, huh?
Oh Gott.
Sorry, me and singing just don't mix very well. Though it did make me feel warm inside, kinda like I was a kid again with my mom.
Hey, you do get it! That was a lullaby from a long, long time ago. Nowadays, nobody remembers the lyrics, though. Or sings it to their children, for that matter.
A lullaby, huh? I guess that's why it took me back the way it did. But wait, if nobody knows the words, how are you so sure that's even what it is? Just from how it sounds?
Well, there was this scholar who researched it a few years ago and said as much. Couldn't tell you if they were right, though.
Es ist schön, dass es keinen Text hat. Aber es hat doch eigentlich einen Text. Es ist schön, dass es sich so viel wiederholt. Naja. Ich weiß nicht. Finde ich beides irgendwie nicht passend, aber egal.
Huh. It's a simple song and honestly pretty repetitive, but I don't really mind. I mean, a complicated song that's always changing is basically impossible to remember. So I'd take this over that any day of the week.
I'm glad to hear you giving music a little more thought now.
And I'm glad I've had so many chances to listen to you sing. Your voice touches people, Dorothea, even if they don't have the knowledge to really appreciate the high-level art of it. I mean, look at me. Bottom of the barrel, and you still practically move me to tears.
Oh, come now, don't talk about yourself like that.
It doesn't really bother me. And I'm not wrong, am I? No birth parents, no real background to speak of. The whole wandering merc gig, it is what it is.
That's quite the positive attitude. I'll have to try a little bit of that myself sometime. In the meantime, I've once again been able to rethink my singing thanks to you. I lost much of my emotion about the craft during my time as a diva, but I can feel it coming back now.
You really are incredible. You know that?
How do you mean?
I don't know. there's just something beautiful about the way you speak. It's like your thoughts come out of your mouth fully formed, almost perfect, then find their way straight into people's hearts. Probably has something to do with all the training you did to become a diva, and all the training you've continued doing since. Meanwhile, here I am struggling to even make proper sentences when I try to talk about your singing.
Thank you for the kind words. It makes me feel a lot better hearing you say those things about me. But for the record, I don't think you're bad with words at all. Even your little speech now was the definition of smooth. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to flirt with me.
Du Schlitzohr. Aber Chess, der denkt nicht an sowas, ha? Aber muss man schon sagen, er ist wirklich ein gelungener Avatar, ha? Was denkt ihr? Ist das so eine Art Avatar, den er auch gut finden würde in einem Haupt-Fire Emblem? Ich meine, sowas wie Chess könnte gut funktionieren. Das Witzige ist nur, dass er mich tatsächlich immer am ehesten an unseren Fire Emblem 12 Avatar trotzdem erinnert. Witzigerweise. Das Problem beim FE12 Avatar ist halt wirklich nur, dass man ihn dahingehend sehr basic gemacht hat, damit er halt einfach funktioniert für allerlei Leute, aber er ist auch gleichzeitig ein bisschen nichtssagend, trotz allem. So ein bisschen schade ist, ne? Ich finde, Chess als Charakter ist da schon etwas definierter auf jeden Fall. Aber es ist eigentlich die gleiche Richtung wie FE12 insgesamt, so würde ich sagen, ne? Aber funktioniert gut. Ne? FE12 Avatar, ja. Es stimmt schon, man sagt jetzt nicht irgendwie, oh, den mag ich total gerne oder so. Habe ich kaum bisher auch mitbekommen, so muss ich sagen. Ist einfach nur, man nimmt es schon positiv wahr, also jetzt nicht negativ, aber eigentlich bleibt er auch nicht wirklich im Gedächtnis. Chess hingegen bleibt sehr gut im Gedächtnis, aber ich würde trotzdem sagen, es ist eine ähnliche Richtung. Er greift jetzt nicht so extrem ein in die Handlung wie in Robin. Ist nicht der zentrale Punkt wie in Corrin so. Und naja, Byleth ist eh ein spezieller Fall für sich, würde ich nochmal sagen. Ich meine, du kannst Byleth Edelgard shippen und dann magst du irgendwie Byleth. Wenn du das nicht tust, was dann? Sorry, not sorry. Okay, ja, es ist doch wirklich so. Come on. Was wäre, wenn es diesen Chip nicht gäbe? Wäre Byleth wahrscheinlich extrem unbeliebt. Sorry. Spielt man hier Devil's Advocate. Muss auch mal sein, ne? Wir machen weiter. Ich mache mich gerade vielleicht unbeliebt, aber... Oder auch nicht. Endlich sagt's mal jemand. Machen wir weiter. Petra.
This war is going on and on. Do you think we will ever have sight of the end?
Die Hoffnung darauf dämpfen, meine Güte. Natürlich antworten wir hoffnungsvoll.
Yeah, I do. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but it's definitely out there on the horizon.
It will be good to be putting this war behind us. When the war is finished, what are you wishing to do?
That's a pretty big question.
Then I will give more clarity. How will you be supporting yourself when your contract is completed? If you have the desire, you could come to Bridget with me.
Wait, seriously? I thought you were just pulling my leg about that.
I would never be pulling your legs. Also, I am speaking with seriousness. After losing the war with the Empire, Bridget was forced into becoming a vassal state. But this war is giving Bridget the chance to stand on equal feet again. We will be opening our borders to Fodlan. The exchanges between us will flourish. I am needing a person I can trust to give me help with this.
Huh.
Please, accept my apologies if the offer was given with too much suddenness.
No, it's not that. I was just taking a moment to admire you. This war has been particularly ugly, and it seems like we're tearing each other apart on a daily basis. But people like you and Dimitri are already thinking about what comes next, how to plan for it. You're every bit the ruler they are,
No, I am different. I am the Queen of Brigid. We are the proud Isles, placed upon the sea by the spirits, who are watching over us to this day. Our future has the brightness of the sun. I am hoping you will be at my side as we are shaping it.
Powerful words. And I'm happy you put that much stock in me. Honestly, it's a good fit. I've got nothing tying me down. No family, no titles, no property to speak of.
I am not asking for your answer in this moment. I know your sword is sold right now. But when this war is over, I hope the making of a decision is at the top of your to-be-doing list. That is why I am approaching you so early, because I am very, very sneaky.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. And I don't blame you for trying to sneak ahead of the competition. Honestly, I'm kind of flattered. So, how about this? Let's both make it through this war unscathed and decide what comes next together.
Sehr schön. Ich mochte die Endbemerkung nochmal sehr. Ich meine, das ist klar, ne, für sie. Also sie hat eigentlich erstmal wenig verloren, dadurch, dass sie dann zu uns rüber ging. Ich meine, letztendlich war Brigid ja eh nur ein Vasallenstaat. Ja, genau. Und insofern, ne, könnt ihr danach auch wieder auf freien Füßen stehen, so wie es aussieht. Ich meine, mit Edelgard hätte sie sicherlich das Gleiche auch geschafft, ist klar, ne? Die hatte sich auch dafür entsprechend eingesetzt, aber beim Königreich ändert sich dahingehend, glaube ich, auch nicht viel. Die haben auch ein berechtigtes Interesse daran, gute Beziehungen zu Brigid zu haben. Absolut. Und das Königreich hat es dahingehend natürlich auch nochmal sehr viel leichter, sogar diese aufzubauen, würde ich jetzt mal sagen, ne? Dass das Kaiserreich sowieso schon sich verbaut hat erstmal. Na, wir haben schon einiges noch an Chess-Supports. Interessant. Machen wir weiter.
Oh, Yuri, you're back. I thought you'd still be away.
Well, look who it is. I figured if I didn't come back before sunset, someone might get worried and ransack my room again.
Darauf bestehen, das nicht durchsucht zu haben. Nach diesem jemand fragen, oh ja, wer ist denn das? Habe ich noch nie gehört.
And who might this someone be, huh? You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Just joking, friend. No need to take everything so seriously. Anyway, it's late. Shouldn't you be getting some shut-eye?
Probably, but I just got my second wind. How is your mom, by the way?
Well, it's not looking good, that's for sure. But she's still got some fight in her yet. I'd planned on staying longer, but she told me to do what I had to do and sent me on my way. One minute she wants to see me, the next she's telling me to go home. Honestly, she's all over the place.
Reminds me of my mom, the one who raised me anyway.
She passed away, didn't she? Judging by your expression, she must have been pretty special.
She was. More than I can say. She took me in when I'd been abandoned, taught me how to live. We weren't blood related, but she was my mom. No doubt about it.
I'm sure wherever she is now, she's very happy to hear you say that.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you something. It's been on my mind for a while now. About your real name? Your mom gave it to you, right? Where does it come from? I've never heard anything like it before.
Look up. No, a little more to the left. See that bright star over there?
Bright star to the left? Which one? There are thousands of stars up there, and they're all bright.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you find it or not. Anyway, it's that star's ancient name. The white star that the goddess herself made into a disciple. My mother is a devout follower of Seros. But I know it's a pretty ostentatious name for a penniless kid.
I don't think so. It just shows how much you mean to her.
Yeah. Well, I do like it. She gave it to me after all. I'm not sure how much of the scriptures she really understands. But knowing her, I'm certain she put a lot of consideration into my name.
Then, doesn't it seem like kind of a waste not to use it? What with how much thought she put into it?
I've used many names, and each one comes with its own mask. But when I hear my real name, all those facades fall away. The only people who can call me that are those who are truly special to me. Immediate family, or someone just as important. Which means that if you're so intent on using my name, you'd better be willing to spend the rest of your life by my side.
Na, das ist ja mal was. In Gelächter ausbrechen. Ich bin allerdings so neugierig, wir machen das jetzt. Bin mal gespannt.
The rest of my life, huh? Okay, I'll think about it.
The look on your face right now, it's priceless. Regardless, it does make me happy to hear that you like my name. And if you ever decide you're up for it, let me know, okay? I'll think it over too, just in case.
Okay. Das war mal ein Gespräch, ja. Aber jetzt nochmal kurz den Verlauf hier eigentlich. Müssten wir doch haben, ja. Nochmal kurz zurückgehen. Aber die waren immer noch sehr vage hier, ha? Naja, ich meine, einen Stern. Ich weiß nicht, wie viele Sterne hier benannt sind. Kann man sicherlich gar Rückschlüsse ziehen, wenn man das möchte. Aber egal, Leute. Wir können weitermachen. Machen wir gleich mit Balthus weiter hier. Let's go.
Whew, I am stuffed. Looks like you can really pack it away too, pal.
Still can't compete with you, Balthus. That sure did hit the spot, though.
Got that right. Now we can charge into tomorrow's battle fully energized. Hey, let's say we make a little bet. See who can go deeper into enemy territory.
Auf keinen Fall. Einverstanden, aber ohne Einsatz. Ja, bei Balthus, da kannst du nicht drauf vertrauen.
All right, but only to compare who made it farther in the end. No other stakes. I'm not about to risk my life behind enemy lines just to win a bet. Way I see it, us mercenaries fight for two things: gaining renown and staying alive. This isn't some kind of game.
Figured you'd say something like that. You seem like the type.
And yet you asked me anyway. Don't try to drag me down with you, Balthus.
What's wrong with a little game of chance? It's not like it's evil or something.
Then what would you call it? Financially irresponsible? Because I don't want to end up broke either. Not like some people I know.
You're one tough nut, I'll give you that. But I'm not talking about money. You know what I'm getting at, right? When you're on the battlefield, the only thing you can bet is your life.
That's exactly what I take issue with.
Okay, I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but hear me out.
This ought to be good.
Whatever you do, you'll do it 10 times better if you're having fun, right? That's the key to success.
Ja, natürlich. Also das, ja, definitiv.
I mean, you're not wrong.
See, so there's nothing wrong with having a little fun on the battlefield, whether it's with bets or with something else. Living on that edge between victory and death is the key to survival.
Maybe for you, but that's not how everyone else approaches it. I've known plenty of mercs who have said the same thing, but they never made it back home. In fact, you're the only one of them who's still kicking. So, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
You know, you and I have a lot in common. We're practically kindred spirits. but this is the one thing we don't see eye to eye on. Strange, isn't it?
From where I'm standing, the only strange thing is the way you're thinking about this.
Well, I guess the bet's off then. Let's just put this little chat behind us and give it our all tomorrow.
Sounds good. Just don't get too reckless and wind up losing your head, okay?
Dieser Typ mit seinen Wetteinsätzen war ein bisschen strange, aber gut. Allerdings, dass man Spaß haben sollte, wenn man richtig effizient sein soll, auf jeden Fall. Das macht extrem viel aus. Okay, lasst mal sehen. Wir haben jetzt noch Catherine. Shamir ist kurz davor, Constance auch. Weil das fehlt noch ein A-Support. Eigentlich fast nur noch A-Supports hier. Naja gut, bei Raphael und Linhard sind es jetzt noch B-Supports. Ansonsten ist bei Chess auch schon sehr, sehr, sehr viel grün. Dann machen wir doch den Catherine-Support noch.
Oh, hey. On your way back from training? It's admirable of you to keep at it so late.
Yeah, well, I like to get in a little bit of practice whenever I can. Can't afford to fall behind with everyone else getting so strong on the battlefield.
It's a little late for me today, but I could join you tomorrow. If that's okay, of course.
Really? That'd be great.
A desire to get stronger is not a bad thing in my book. While we're on the subject, can I ask you something? Why do you want to get stronger? No, wait. Let me start with a different question. What made you originally decide to become a mercenary?
Spannend. Doch, antworte unbedingt.
It's not really much of a story. This is kinda just where I ended up. After my mom died, I left the village we'd been living in, but I had no idea what I was gonna do. I eventually ran out of money and fell in with a mercenary group. Then I worked my way up from doing their laundry to fighting.
You don't say. Well, I guess your story is a pretty common one, actually. How'd mercenary life treat you?
Awful at first, but once I met some folks that I got along with, it wasn't so bad. Anyway, the plan was to keep fighting alongside my friends, make a name for myself as a merc, and eventually run out of luck and die. But somehow, I've suddenly found myself in charge of the king's private army, leading soldiers in a battle. Not really what I expected, I'll tell you that much.
That's how life is. You never know what tomorrow will bring. When I was a kid, I never imagined I'd be wielding some holy relic as a Knight of Seiros. I thought my destiny was to follow in my father's footsteps and become the next Count Karen.
It seems like you've been through a lot. I heard you were a fugitive at one point.
Yes, well, something happened. My best friend lost his way, and I couldn't set him right. Eventually, it cost him his life, and I let it happen. I couldn't stay in my hometown after something like that. But despite all that pain and sadness, I have no regrets about the choices I've made in my life.
Not many can say that. So, you've succeeded in making your past self proud, huh?
That's right. My past has made me who I am today. I'm going to keep moving forward, no matter what hardships lie ahead.
You're a strong person, Catherine. I think I could learn a lot from you. Hearing your story and what you said about making yourself proud gives me so much to think about. No matter how hard we try, there will always be times when we have to make tough choices, right? My past self fought hard to get me here. Am I gonna make the choice that past me would have approved of?
The tough part isn't making the right choice, though. It's what you do after. You must try your best to make whatever decision you land on into the right one in the end.
You make it sound so easy, but the more I think about it, the harder it seems.
Then don't think about it. Just keep trying your best day after day. Put one foot in front of the other, and eventually, you'll look back and realize how far you've come.
That's all I've got to do, huh?
That's all. You could even start right now. If anything I said struck a chord, that is. I, for one, look forward to seeing you carve your own path, wherever it may lead.
Das waren noch ein paar sehr gute Ratschläge, muss ich sagen. Ich meine, Catherine als Person so ist schon auch sehr nett eigentlich. Hat aber natürlich auch ihre Schattenseiten, wie wir wissen. Aber, naja, durchaus auch ein interessanter Charakter, würde ich sagen. Okay. Na gut, es gibt zwar immer noch sehr viel anderen Kram, aber wir nähern uns langsam dem Ende hier. Allmählich, ja? Allmählich. Mal sehen, ob hier noch mehr Story passiert. So ganz nebenbei. Ich habe nochmal einen Aktivitätspunkt noch bekommen. Ich gehe nochmal kurz zurück ins Lager. Vielleicht machen wir noch eine kurze Expedition und schließen damit den heutigen Part ab. Das wäre eventuell eine Idee. Sehen wir doch mal. Ups. Wen hätten wir dann da noch in petto, ha? Wo wäre das noch gegebenenfalls ganz interessant? Ich weiß nicht. Wer darf heute dran sein, ha? Mit wem hatten wir noch keine Expedition? Da müssen eigentlich ziemlich viele mehr. Ja. Oh, Konstanz könnte witzig sein. Machen wir mal Konstanz. Stelle ich mir amüsant vor. Weil wir sind ja dann draußen. Dann müsste sie doch eigentlich ihre ja, schlecht gelaunte Form haben, so. Ja, wenn wir dabei sind, verteile ich noch kurz ein bisschen was. Nicht mal Gebäck. Aber egal. So. Ja. Ich hatte gar keine Option. Warum hatte ich keine Option? Aber ja, sie hat ihr betrübtes Ich. Ich hab's nämlich irgendwie... Ah, jetzt kommt der erste Choice, okay. In den Bergen waren wir es ja, glaube ich, noch gar nicht. Aber wie ist das? Im Wald könnte es schattig sein, gegebenenfalls. Naja, egal. Jetzt wird's lustig wahrscheinlich, weil ich dachte immer das schon bei Konstanz, dass sie so auftritt. Sehr schön, dass man darauf geachtet hat. Nach einer anstrengenden Kletterpartie erreichst du den Gipfel eines kleinen Bergs. Du ignorierst deine schmerzenden Muskeln und genießt die Aussicht.
In other circumstances, I would gladly climb to the summit. But for now, I think it best if I wait here at the base.
Nach einem angenehmen Spaziergang entschieden Chris und Konstanz sich dazu eine Pause einzulegen. Oje, oje. Sprechen.
You have also experienced the trauma of losing everything, have you not? We're kindred spirits in that sense.
Sagen, dass du lieber nicht daran denken möchtest, sagen, dass du dich nicht erinnern könntest. Ich glaube, wir sollten in dem Fall auch so ein bisschen mehr Depri antworten, oder?
That's true.
Müsste da nicht eigentlich schlecht in dem Fall umgekehrt sein? Ich weiß es ja nicht. Freunde.
Oh, but they are a delightful bunch. Their blinding radiance almost brings a smile to my face.
Okay, Lachen war gut. Man bringt sie auch zum Lachen. Das hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet, muss ich sagen. Erinnerungen Heimat.
It was a beautiful port town with a thriving fishing industry and merchant ships hailing from Bridget and beyond.
Klingt eigentlich sehr schön.
In point of fact,
Meine Güte, da geht ja nichts hier. Schrecklich.
I can only offer my sincere gratitude for the kindness you have shown me.
Da denkt man, vielleicht wäre das jetzt interessanter, noch ein bisschen nachzuhaken, aber anscheinend doch nicht. Egal. Gut, lassen wir es gut sein für heute. War mal ganz witzig, mit Konstanz unterwegs zu sein. Ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Part. Bis bald.